1 degrees, 2 more degrees and Barbara wins. We can't have that. No, 34 degrees is my prediction this morning, and believe me, I feel we're going to get there. Look, it's only 17 after 10 o'clock in the morning. Gonna heat up. It really is. Weatherman said 26 degrees. He had no clue, really. Wednesday, January 19th. And, well, I tell you what, let me do this.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and through the breakfast show this morning you heard a lot of this.
Playing tomorrow's music today with more awesome indie artists. Coming soon to Galaxy.
Yes, absolutely right. And today we're heading all the way over to Belgium, catch up with the band Boogie Beasts. Believe me, we have been getting inundated for this. We really, really have. We're going to be releasing brand spanking new music, but don't freak out. Literally, do not freak out. And I'll tell you why. Because the most requested track, yes, couldn't go without playing it. Here's Mad. Honestly, bro, this song goes through the roof.
Yeah, it's a nice one to start the day with.
It really is. It really is. For everybody that's joining us this morning on Facebook Live, nice to have you guys on board again. And believe me, it is an absolute pleasure to have, of course, our new people on board, our people that we're associating with now. Of course, we're talking about our band, our TV company, of course, Rise Up TV and Big Record as well. Sony Music with The Orchard. Thank you for being part of this. Believe me, you're going to love it. You really are. Ah, dear. Damn hot in here. Is it still winter over there, Jan?
Yes, it is, yes.
What's the temperature?
Right now it's about 2 degrees outside.
Oh, no thank you. Yeah.
At least it's not
It's not
minus.
snowing, so.
Well, we're about 30 degrees hotter than that.
Yeah, don't make me jealous.
Our Santa Claus wears a swimsuit. Oh my goodness. How are you keeping, bro? You okay?
I'm okay, thank you. In spite of all the COVID stuff going on, I'm fine. But it's all around here. It's everywhere. So.
Bro, I'm worried. Believe me, I'm very, very worried. I have other friends that come out of Norway, if you know what I mean, and they're saying the same thing right now. So
Yeah.
I'm very worried. Just look after you, won't you? You know, look
course,
after your
yeah.
family. Keep everybody safe.
Well, we'll do.
Nice. Let's go to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and now with new association of Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music, of course, The Orchard, right here at Galaxy today. We are proud to present our good friend coming out of Belgium, and of course we're talking about Jan Jaspers and the band Boogie Beasts. We had to play that because we got inundated earlier on this morning. We told everybody we're going to be doing brand spanking new music, and they got worried. They went, "Are you not going to play it?" We played it just for you. Hello, Jan. Welcome back again.
Thanks.
It's an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again, my friend. Is it too late to say Happy New Year?
No. I think you can say till the end of January.
Yeah, I think so too. Believe me, I was saying it in December last year. I really was. But my friend, honestly, when we play Mad here at Galaxy, the internet lines, the phone lines, all the lines, all the medias get norsed right on up. They absolutely love, love, love your work. Nice to have you on board too, by the way, Heidi. Thank you for joining us. And she goes, hello. Hello back. Now, Jan, tell me a little bit about Mad, because believe me, our fans, our audio audience, love this track. How did you come to this?
Well, Mad was the first single of our previous album that we released in 2019. How did we come up with this? Just jamming at the rehearsal. I had this riff in my head for a while. Just played it at the rehearsal, and the band joined me. And then actually the producer just made a song of it. Let's say. Well, yeah, it's a very simple song actually, but it's catchy and it sticks in your head.
It's one of these songs where the crowd can follow along and, you know, just damn well enjoy it. Especially Fabian's work on that particular one. Love the harmonica right there.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, well, yeah, he goes well in this one.
You know, I can see that. I really, really could. Now, just to let's sum this up a little bit, and believe me, I think you're going to love it, because Boogie Beasts is a Belgian alternative blues band coming out of Limburg, and the band was founded way back in 2011. Blues mix, boogie, rock, you know, garage, grunge. Throw it all into a blender, press frappe, and you come out with the Boogie Beasts. Is just that damn good. And go and have a look for them, please. Please do, because I know you're going to love them. Today we're releasing brand spanking new work, and you're going to love this too, because, well, you know, I have a favourite scene in most things. I really, really do. And I've got to be honest, I'm kind of liking favourite scene. Tell me a little bit about this, Jan.
Well, what do you want to know? It's actually the second single of our new album. Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. The original idea was to create like a mix between Canned Heat and some 80s Rolling Stones. So the original working title was Rolling Heat. And then it evolved into this song. Actually, our producer made it a bit funkier and more Curtis Mayfield-ish. So yeah, it's a bit of it's a very groovy song, but it's quite catchy as well, and with a particular way of singing as well, with the high voices and some female backings in there.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I've got you playing, and believe me, all of these tracks we're going to be releasing today, I've got you playing in my car. Unheard of, because usually maybe one or two bands, you know, one track, two tracks, something like that. But believe me, I'm a big fave of Boogie Beasts. And, well, I kind of like favourite scene. You're right here at Galaxy. Here's Boogie Beasts. I just love your style.
Thanks, man.
I do. Look, I've been an engineer for about almost 40 years, and I got to be honest, Jan, I hear a lot of bands, you know. Not often I find one that I absolutely go, wow, I want to listen to more. You know, I hear music and I go, yep, okay, that's viable, we can do that, blah, blah, blah. But there's not a lot that I've put in the personal collection. You know what I'm saying? And,
well, I'm happy to hear that.
Well, yeah. Sometimes people actually get into my car. Let's put it that way. Sometimes people do. So they get to hear the music that I play in it. And believe me, I've got a kick-ass stereo in my car. And, well, to be honest, when I get in my car, when I get it away from the wife, I play music in it. Believe me, I do. Well, it's true. The wife uses my car more than I do. So
It's because you ate the supermarket.
I ate the supermarket. Oh, thanks. Thanks. You're calling me fat.
No, you hate the
Oh, I hate the supermarket. Yeah, well, that is true. Look who I'm wearing today. Terry Van Cannon. I am a good friend of ours. Master slide steel guitar, literally a master at it, coming out of North Carolina. Good friend of ours. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 29 after 10 o'clock, 32 degrees, getting close to Barbara's 33 prediction. Only a couple away from mine, 34 degrees. It's going to get there too. I have faith. And today, believe me, I am absolutely elated to be joined by Jan Jacobsen, the man himself, coming from Boogie Beasts. And we're going to find out how we put together Boogie Beasts in the first place. We're going to check all of that out. But first of all, we were talking to Jan just moments ago, and I was saying I had a really cool stereo in my car. If I could get to drive my car, my wife uses it all the time, she replies to me and says, I hate the supermarket, which is true. You know, yeah, I do. I'd rather sit in the car park and play the music in the car park, I've got to be honest with you, than go and mix and mingle with those people in that building. Got to be honest, you know. And don't forget, folks, if you are out and about, let's keep the coronavirus in mind. Always in public, wear your mask. You know, something to do. And if you got your mates really close to you, you can always remind them. Which is true, isn't it? Yeah, get away. You know, 5 metre rule. You know, stay away from me. Buggy things, yeah, don't like them. Today I'm joined by Jan, and he's coming out of the band, yes, Boogie Beasts. Everybody has been blowing up our internet as soon as we announced that we were going to be doing this the other day. And you know something, Jan? You have a huge following here at Galaxy, you really, really do. But we're talking about the coronavirus thing right now. Is it any better where you are right now than the last time we spoke?
I wouldn't say that, no. There's a new wave going on right now, so we're right in the middle of it, and concerts are getting cancelled again, so no shows this month, only one going on next month, March, we don't know yet. It's very uncertain at the moment, so we hope for the better, for the best in spring, actually. We're looking forward to spring.
You know something, Jan, and believe me, I speak to a lot of bands, a lot of artists from around the world, and it's the same thing, you know. It feels like it's 2 steps forward, 6 back a lot of the time. You know, just when you're starting to see a little light at the end of the... Well, then along comes Omicron, right? And what's next? Literally, believe me, just one of those things. It was mutating and mutating. Now it's settled upon Omicron. let's hope that's the beginning and the end of all of this so that we can move on. Literally, is it a matter of fact at the moment that you have to be vaccinated to be able to do anything in your country?
Not to do things, but you have to be, well, if you want to go to a restaurant or a bar, you need to show your COVID certificate. Same for concert. If you want to go and see a band, you have to show your COVID safe ticket, then sit down and wear a mask. So it's not fun anymore, but at least we can still play. That's the most important for any artist.
Yeah, absolutely. And believe me, I miss doing shows. I've got to be honest with you. I really, really miss doing them. But hopefully we can see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't mind having a certificate to be able to go in and do a show. And again, I don't mind wearing a mask. Really, I don't. You can write some really weird stuff on a mask. That usually gets other people's imaginations going as well while you're sitting there, But at the same time, I think it's going to be the new norm for a long time to come, is to be able to try and beat this, as we have to play by the rules, you know what I mean? And especially first responders, everybody like that. I think it would be more paramount that they be vaccinated than anybody, literally, you know what I mean? And we don't want any false information getting out there. Having said that, I know, Jan, that somewhere along the ways you've been thinking about the COVID thing, and you named a song called Get Me Out There. Am I Get Me Out of Here? Get me out of here. Am I along the right lines here?
Sorry, but I didn't get to, you're talking about the song, Get Me Out of Here.
Yes.
What?
Tell me about it. Yeah, I do. I love it. I do. I absolutely do. So tell me, how did you come to the lyrics of this?
Oof. Good one. I think those lyrics, when I write lyrics, when I have an idea, I write it down on my phone or on a piece of paper, and I keep them. I already had this idea like a couple of years ago, but it didn't work with the previous album. And for this album, I came up with this riff, and I think it suited the lyrics. So it was something I had on my mind for a while already. So.
Well, I tell you what, I absolutely love your work anyway, as an engineer and as a DJ. But I particularly love this particular track. And believe me, Jan, I got to be honest with you, I hear Get Me Out of Here all the time from my staff. All right? As soon as I walk in, that's the one thing I hear the most. You're right, here at Galaxy with Boogie Beasts. And it's true. As soon as I walk in the room, all the stuff, oh God, he's back again, get me out of here. Yeah, no, it's true. It is. Here. I'm sweating. Hey, Jan, I asked the bosses just before Christmas time for a fan, right?
Yeah.
Something to keep me cool, because summer, it can be hellishly hot where we are sometimes. And they says, what sort of fan would you like? And I went, I don't know, something about maybe 6'2", blonde, blue-eyed, female, of course, about 18 years of age. She can go like this on me all the time. You know what they gave me? They gave me a bloody gold ear.
Oh, that's what you get.
Oh dear. Yeah, well, no harm in asking though, bro. I hope that's vodka.
No, it isn't. It's water.
Oh. Dear. Oh dear. I want to talk to you, when we finish this, about our good friends coming out of Canada with Rise Up Television, because I want to try and get you on their show, and at the same time they're looking at doing shows in different countries and taking Galaxy artists and Rise Up TV artists on the road, literally. Now, what they do is they have a big bus, should I say, and they put artists in that, tour them around all over the place, do shows, all with a TV crew and stuff like that. And then they want to do it on a global scale, so we're getting involved with that. That means we may, when the borders open up, be in a position to be able to bring Boogie Beasts over here to New Zealand to tour. Would you consider doing that?
We would always consider it, of course.
Yeah, like you said, it will take a while before the borders open, I think. But we love to travel and we love to play everywhere and play our music everywhere. We travel quite a bit in Europe, but we've never played outside of Europe before. So it's yeah.
Well,
Why
believe
not?
me,
It's the
bro.
best way to promote your music.
Exactly, believe me, bro. Right now, you're in a number of countries. I'll give you the stats very, very shortly, okay? The next one up we have for you is Run You Down, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I usually have people try to do that to me often, so I can understand. You know, I was just talking to Jan about the song Get Me Out of Here, and I was saying, you know, when I walk in the room, the staff, yeah, absolutely. He's going, no, it can't be right. Well, one staff member going, get me out of here. You know, it's true. I'm not putting you on. Now, let's cover the band, and believe me, you're going to love this. Jan, is it Jaspers or Jaspers?
Jaspers.
Jaspers.
The pronunciation, yeah.
Okay, and of course that's guitar and vocals. Again, guitar and vocals, Patrick Lewis. Harmonica, the absolute brilliant Fabian Bernardo. Let's get it right. My eyes are only plastic today. Bernardo. And of course, drums, Gert Ceballos. And that puts together the whole band, and believe me. These guys got together 2011. Now, tell me about how you guys originally came up and got together and came up with the name Boogie Beasts.
Okay. So about 10 years ago, a bit more now because we celebrated our 10 years last year. So in 2011, in January, our drummer and I, we actually are the house band of our favorite bar in Belgium. It's in Leuven, a place called Blauwe Kat. It's a Blue Cat. It's close to Brussels, and we twice or three times a year we invite some friends to come over and jam with us on Blue Monday, and we knew Fabian and his brother-in-law back then, our first guitar player, Matt. We knew them through our other band because the drummer and I, we had a band. We crossed paths plenty of times at festivals and said someday we will do something together. So we invited them for a jam session. And that night was pure energy. Something happened on stage. So without any rehearsal or anything, we played for like a 2-3 hour show, and it was amazing. And after the show, we just said, yeah, we have to do this again, and we need a name for this. And somebody said we played like beasts today, so that's how the name came, Boogie Beasts, and the name was born, and the band as well.
You know, that's fascinating. It really, really is. I love to find out how bands get together and how they create their name. That is absolutely fascinating. It really, really is. when you get back to a stage now where you can actually start doing concerts again and stuff like that, do you think you'll get the butterflies first time around?
Yes, sure, because we can't wait to play our next gig, which will be in 3 weeks. Even if it's in front of a seated audience with masks on, we're really looking forward to it. It's like it's a drug. We just want to be on stage again, and it is like playing for the first time again. I can tell you. Yeah.
You know, I get that. I really do. I got to be honest with you. More comfortable in maybe 50 to 100, 110, 200,000 crowd than I am in a room full of, well, maybe 70 old folks.
Yeah, well,
It's happened. It's happened. I got to be honest with you. Very, very comfortable doing shows, stuff like that, introducing bands and entertaining the crowd. But one day I got asked to go and have a speech, literally, for a group of retired business association people. You know, there was about 70 of them, and I don't think any of them were under the age of 70 either, to be honest with you. No music involved. Nah, I am not ever going to do that again. Believe me, they wanted to run me down, which is a good segue for Run You Down. Tell me about this track, because believe me, this one is on repeat in my car. Tell me how you came to this track.
well, this one is one of Patrick's ideas. Patrick is our new guitar player. He joined the band in December 2019, so right before shit hit the fan. So it was, well, the worst timing ever to join a band, of course. But well, when it all started, when COVID hit Belgium and when we went in lockdown, we continued to work. And so we started writing songs at home, and we shared songs. We sent each other demos and stuff. And this one was one of the first songs Patrick came up for the band. Came up with, and it's actually very much inspired by a particular blues style from North Mississippi. It's a North Mississippi Hill Country blues. It's very much inspired by Junior Kimbrough, and I think you can tell because he plays an amazing slide guitar in this one.
Absolutely, I can.
And he sings it as well.
I get it. I absolutely get it. Right now, breaking to the world, and believe me, you're going to love this, is Boogie Beasts, coming out of Belgium, and Run You Down. I love this.
Can you get in? Because Donnie's on.
I'll tell him.
Ooh.
Oh, just go back.
Just go back. There we go. I absolutely,
there you go.
Donnie's on. Okay. Oh,
Sonia's trying to hook in as well.
is she? Cool.
Hey, Donnie.
How many countries
How are
today?
you? Thank you for joining us.
422.
Oh, very
You
nice,
love
very
Boogie
nice. I like that.
Beasts.
422 countries, including yours, is watching this right now and listening
Oh.
to it on the radio.
Cool.
Do that again. Wave.
Yeah, wave again, apparently. People are taking photos of you while we're doing this too, by the way. You'll get the
Give
backstage
us a
shots.
wave.
Did we
Give us a
do
wave.
the cartoon last time?
I can't remember, Graham.
Did we do a cartoon of you the last time we did the interview?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, you're going to get one this time.
Okay.
You are. Hey, look, don't knock it. A lot of people love the cartoons. They really do. Over the, the raw footage that we do. But it's one thing that makes me look good. It's true. Absolutely true. Donnie Coulter's on. Nice to have you on board again, Donnie. It really, really is. And I saw the post you put up the other day. My condolences. Absolutely. And from everybody, literally. We do. Damn, it's hot. Can we open a window?
Windows are open.
Yeah.
The fans working overtime.
Kiwi air conditioning. Open a
I'll
window.
tell everybody the other day it was under 10 degrees and you put the heater on.
It was under 10 degrees and I put the heater on. But it was what, 3 o'clock in the
No, you're
morning?
moaning that it's too hot.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. It was cold. Oh dear. You'll get a copy of all of this yarn. You'll be able to share it with all your friends, stuff like that. But just apologise first for us, will you? You know, from humble beginnings become big things, and I think Boogie Beasts are primed and ready to hit the world stage any time now. Now, at the same time, we haven't covered the name of the new album, Jan. Give us an insight of what you've called this immaculate piece of work.
The title of the new album is Love Me Some, and it's actually you can hear it in some of the lyrics, and in a few songs it comes back, and so we thought it was a catchy phrase, and yeah, actually we also with the album we wanted to express our the album was recorded in between 2 lockdowns actually, and we just really wanted to get on stage again, and we wanted to express our love for music and for live music. So we thought it was a catchy phrase, and it's also a positive phrase. We wanted some positivity as well in this album, because I think people needed it.
Yeah, you know, Jan, I absolutely get that. I do, and I appreciate it. Believe me, that's why I've got you playing in my car. And as I said, that doesn't happen often. I might have one band with one track. But believe me, I'm absolutely loving the work that we've been given at the moment. It is fantastic. And where did you get this recorded? Who was your producer?
We recorded this one in our own sound guy's studio, actually. So our sound engineer, who's always with us when we play live, he owns a studio as well, and he's not only a very good sound engineer, he's a good producer as well. And this was the first time we worked with him as a producer, and that went very well, I have to say. So he knows our music better than anyone. He knows us by heart. He knows what we are capable of, and he just pushed that to our limits. So
you know, I fully understand that. For many years, I've worked with some of the biggest bands around the world, and they too have said, "Grant, you recorded us. Now do front of house for us. Come on tour. You know the music better than anybody. And well, I get that. When I used to literally record for other bands and know that I couldn't go touring with them, I would always say to them, bring me your engineer and let's record this together, so that there's a basis there of understanding that's going to go further than just the studio. You know what I mean? So believe me, and it's all a part of, introducing the engineer to the music the right way and training him for the future shows and stuff like that. Takes it out of my hands as well, which is really cool. But having said that, he's got it down literally, and he's mastered it properly as well. I got to be honest with you. I listen to music not as a band would listen to it, but as an engineer, as a DJ, see how the commercial viability, how it's structured, the whole deal. And to have you playing in my car is fantastic, and I thank you for allowing me to do that. Now, at the same time, I do have a fan question for you, Jan. As a fan, how do we buy your music? How do we get hold of your music? Are you on Facebook, Twitter, and stuff like that? Are you on Spotify? All the major medias. But can we purchase it? Do you have a website?
Yes, of course. We have a website, and we're on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all digital platforms you can find our music. Unfortunately, we don't have a web shop yet, and I don't think our album was officially released in New Zealand or Australia. We have a European release, but if you go to any quality record shop, they can order it, and you can order it on Amazon and all those websites.
Very cool. Now, at the same time, speaking of shops and stuff like that, do you have a merch store that people can buy merch from as well?
No, unfortunately not yet. We're looking into it because, it could be useful, of course. Unfortunately, not yet.
I tell you what, when you do, and I'm going to be blatant here, my friend, I really, really am, send me a couple of T-shirts, literally like this. Now, this is it is subliminal, and it works. It really does. When people are watching these interviews, and believe me, I was doing an interview with one man, and the guy that was following up the next interview after him was watching the interview. He says, Grant, I'm guilty. I am. While you were doing the interview, I was on the interwebby thing, finding out all about this guy. And he says, and I got it from your T-shirt. And I went, yeah, see, it does work. It really does. So for, promotional purposes, may I put it that way, please, and I'd be proud to wear your brand. I really would, while I'm doing these interviews. Much like Kerry Bean Cannon, believe me, very proud to wear these T-shirts. Having said that, of course, we would love to be able to get all your work and everything like that on the Galaxy Artist page. I'm sure you're familiar with that by now.
Say it again, please.
the Galaxy Artist page. Believe me.
Yes. Sorry. There was a. I was there. I was on there today to have a look at the previous interviews you did.
You poor thing.
I just browsed through it. Yeah.
Yeah, most people go, oh no. Don't they get rid of this guy? One person rang me up one day and says, are you ever going to stop doing interviews? I went, no. He goes, oh, well, we'll throw my phone away then. I went, good idea. Well, if he's going to do that, he doesn't deserve a phone, to be honest with you. What do you think? Really? But in the meantime, my friend, the one. Tell me about that.
The one. Well, it's a very simple song. It's a mix of blues, but with a kind of hip hop beat. Although it's a rather slow song, it has a danceability to it, and yet it's a very sad song. The lyrics are, I think, quite sad. It's a breakup song, but thanks to the hip hop beat, it becomes danceable, and as the whole, just like the whole album is, yeah, that's what people are saying. It's our most danceable album so far.
Well, I absolutely love it. I really, really do. And before we do it, I got to read you this because I think it's the most apt line I've ever heard in my life. The driver's infectious, the noise pure filth, yet highly irresistible. Here is Boogie Beasts. I love that. That's awesome. Hey, listen,
I don't remember who came up with that one, but
well, I tell you what, you're going to have to give them a pay rise. They really are. When I read this morning, I said to the guys in production, check this out. We all loved it. And I says, now I'm going to work that into the show somewhere. So,
nice.
so now they owe me a beer. It's true. It really is true. How are we going? Have we got anybody else
I
in
don't
here?
know what you do there.
You don't know what I do here?
No,
Yeah, no. Most people are trying to figure that one out as well. What do I do here? Donnie Coulter says that was nice and heavy. Very, very cool. And yes, absolutely, Donnie. Gosh, it's hot in here.
Well, I turned the fan up, made it work.
Oh, stop you moaning.
Maybe I should have asked for 2 Swedish girls. Might have got double fans. Oh dear, oh dear.
That's terrible.
That's bad.
I'm old enough and ugly enough to be able to ask for things myself now.
So,
You could ask for the right things.
No, I'll just get those. My
terrible.
producer says ask for the right things.
Yeah, well, you can't ask for that.
I have a voice in my head. She talks to me and gives me stats and bits of information as we go through.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, she's my wife. So I have to do what I'm told. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Having said that, she's also on the board. When I have to ask for stuff, she knows what I'm asking for. And I'm pretty sure she'll be the reason why I didn't get my Swedish fans. I'm sure of it.
You couldn't, MIQ.
Hey?
MIQ, they couldn't get through.
MIQ, they couldn't get through.
No, no, they couldn't get through, girls.
I hate that saying. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and of course today we're talking to Boogie Beasts coming out of Belgium, and of course Jan. Let's find out a little bit about Jan. What do you reckon? Now Jan, who influenced you in your career and what made you choose this style of music?
Plenty of artists influenced me, but I think the most important ones were the old blues guys. I think I discovered blues when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and one song really stuck in my head. Got stuck in my head was Boogie Chillin' by John Lee Hooker, and that's when it really got me, and it never let me go. And since it's a passion. I'm really passionated by blues music, and that's how Boogie Beasts found each other, because the other guys our common ground is really our passion for blues music. We are also influenced by rock and funk and soul and even hip hop but blues will always be the base of our music.
You know, I get that, I hear that, and you know something, I'd like to introduce you to a few friends of ours as well. Maybe one day you'll be able to do a tour over in North Carolina, for instance. I'm sure you're familiar with Muddy Waters, right?
Of course, yes.
Okay, well, one of his guitarists is a good friend of ours, Bob Margolin, who used to tour with Muddy Waters back in the day. You never know, you might be able to do something there, maybe Terry Van Cannon as well. Huge amount of people over there that we would love to be able to get you in touch with, because believe me, huge scene over there, and I think you would fit right in. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, it would be great, of course. Bob Margolin's great. He's great.
Yeah, believe me, absolute legend in the game, the man himself. He really is, and a good friend of ours as well. Now, having said that, we know a little bit about you, but what made you start music in the first place? What was the one thing that says, hey, listen, I'm going to do that?
It's hard to tell, but if I remember well, when I was about, I don't know, like 13 years old, the son of my parents' friends, he was a bit older than me. I think he was 16 or 17, and he played in a school band. He played electric guitar, and I was fascinated by it, and because I was already into music, I loved the rhythm, but when I saw him play guitar, I said, "That's cool. That's so cool. I would love to play in a band." I didn't say that I wanted to play music. I wanted to be in a band, and actually my first idea was to play drums, but my parents didn't agree. It was too noisy. So my second choice was guitar, and then I started to take classical guitar lessons for 5 years. And then, later on, I got my first electric guitar and my first band with a few friends from school, and it went on from there.
You know, I can get that too. In fact, literally, as a kid, I wanted to play drums as well, and I understand what he's saying about his parents. You know, not. I got kicked out of the kitchen, literally. Too many broken wooden spoons and stuff like that. So now, there goes my drumming career. My father really euchred me for singing, because the only thing he wanted me to sing was sing like Elvis, boy. Yeah, thanks. You know, because now everything else sounds like that. To be honest, I sing tenor, or maybe 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me, and they appreciate it. Literally, they do. Yeah, and I've got to be honest, I'm an absolute useless person at singing, but I'm a damn good engineer, literally. Now, my influence, literally, I've got to be honest with you, and this might surprise you, but was Gary Glitter. Now, Gary Glitter, literally, I was a young fella. My mother used to work in Wellington, and, well, she won some tickets from a radio show to go and see a Gary Glitter show. She took me along, and I stood there literally. I think it was the outfits more than anything, or the double drum kits, maybe. But believe me, I was absolutely fascinated in the whole process. Now, you know, as I say to you, I know I can't sing, so I'm not going to do that. But I might be able to do something somewhere, somehow. So I became not only a DJ, but an engineer, and worked with some of the... I've been lucky to work with some very big names over the years, and I thank my career for that. I think literally Boogie Beasts is getting to the point now where you're going to be a superstar in the realm, literally. And I think there's a lot of people keeping an eye on what you're doing. I really, really do. And including Rise Up TV. We're going to try and get you on that. The exposure there, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Also, we're talking about Lazy Indie Magazine as well. We've been trying to get that in process as well. So let's make a triangle out of this and put Boogie Beasts at the top of the triangle, because I think that's where the interest is going to start peaking out for you very, very shortly. Now, I got this track a wee while ago, and we played this, and we've played it, and we haven't said anything to anybody, and 4,500 requests later, we get to release it. Literally, and I'm not kidding, 4,557 requests since we've been playing Like a Snake.
Okay.
Tell me about this. Why am I getting so many requests for this?
I wouldn't know. Maybe because I think it's a very, very danceable song. It's hard to stand still on this one. It's a happy song. It's funky. It's fun. It's really fun. It's also it really works live. You know, when we play this one live, everybody, I told you that the people have to stay seated during the shows right now, but with this one they just get up. It's very hard to stay seated.
I fully understand that. I really, really do. I never believe in seated shows anyway. I hate them, to be honest with you, but I'll take what I can get these days, to be honest. But this one, believe me, even I'm doing it in the car when I'm, driving along, I want to get up and boogie down to it. And I think it makes a connection literally with the listeners, our audience that we have. And they want to know more. Now, as I said, I didn't say anything, literally. And we got inundated and have been getting inundated with people wanting to know who, what, why, when, how, and how long is it going to be before we do the interview. So, releasing it for the first time, officially, here at Galaxy, is Boogie Beasts, yes, Jan's joining us, and Like a Snake. We'll wrap it up after this, my bro, but believe me, I really got to thank you.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Oh, now that's my pleasure. I really got to, it's, what time is it over there? It must be getting late. It must be almost about midnight.
It's
11:09.
10 past 11, yeah.
Yeah, 10 past 11. So, I really appreciate you taking the effort to talk to us down here in New Zealand. I know where it is.
I'll see if I
I
can
know
do
that.
this,
You've got to be crazy to work here. But what I say is truthful, my friend. You have so many people following you here. We want to try and get Boogie Beasts up to the next level in the music industry. Henceforth, why we want to put you in the magazine, and why we want to introduce you to Rise Up Television as well. I'm sorry, Carla?
I'm just trying something. I'm bringing Sean.
Oh, okay. Very good.
wants to say hello to.
Okay, so you're going to bring Sean in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go on, give it a go.
No,
Let's
she
see.
didn't arrive.
She didn't arrive.
Right,
Okay.
so back to Jan up here.
Back to you. Sean is one of our fans that is just a die-hard fan. She loves everything we do. And she loves the music and the interviews with all of our artists. And that's only because, and I'm going to be honest with you, we only play the best music, so we only do the best interviews. It's self-evident, really. And believe me, we don't play garage bands. We play top-of-the-line best music, and you're in that bracket.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
That's why we want to get behind you more, literally. It is.
Thanks.
And besides, it's about time we had a superstar band come out of Belgium. Yeah. It is. It really is. Let's go to the guest. Don't go anywhere after this, my friend, because we're going to do some crazy photos. We've done this before. Okay.
Sure.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 12 after 11 o'clock, 32 degrees, getting close to Barbara's prediction. One more to go, two more from mine, and we're going to get there, I think so. It is Wednesday, January 19th, and today we've been talking to Jan Jacobson.
Yes.
Okay, that one as well. That'll do. Yes, yeah, of course, yes. But, where did I get Jacobson from? Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, somebody from your region actually asked the question. His name was Jacobson, or Jacobs. Sorry, David. Anyway, and we're not going to repeat the question anyway because, we're a bit out of time, to be honest with you. But, and thank you, David, for asking the question in the first place, but we are going to have to wrap it up here. And it is an absolute pleasure to catch up with Jan again. Now, Jan, will you come back again?
Sure.
You don't need a psychiatrist or anything after these interviews?
Not yet.
Not yet. Believe me, I got a couple I could recommend as well, to be honest with you. But we would love to have you back again. And as I say, we would love to get you into Lazy Indie Magazine and get you into Rise Up Television as well. We want to make the most of this, get those promotions going for you. So please stay in touch with Barbara, won't you?
Yeah, we'll keep you posted about our new music, for future music.
Absolutely brilliant. And give the rest of the guys a Christmas cheer, a New Year's, Happy New Year's. And from me, give them all a poke in the eye, won't you?
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, I like that. For everybody watching this morning, thank you so much for joining us here at Galaxy 107 FM and in association with Rise Up Television, Big Record, and yes, Sony Music, The Orchard. Have a very, very good day. We'll catch you on Friday with a whole new interview. But in the meantime, let's go over to Studio 2. Here's the Gibson Brothers with Cuba.